matter of fact though, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that?
All right, gang. Ian Anderson, Corey Merle, Central Coast Disc Golf. Some more 2017 U.S. Masters. Tim Selinske, Barry Schultz, George Smith, Dave Feldberg, Jason Duden. Feldy is on straight fire, Corey.
Yeah, I just want to thank the people for tuning in to Dave Birdies Them All. He's only missed one episode. It was hole 4 on the front 9. Other than that, he is just canning everything. It's really impressive.
It's been fun to watch. Tell us about hole 10.
Hole 10, little downhiller. Honestly, I was expecting everyone to go up the gut, and then Feldberg throws this hyzer.
Yeah.
And kind of just blew my mind. I never really even considered it.
No, I didn't either.
The basket's really straight down there. You'll see George throw the obviously much more traditional line.
Yeah, sure.
It's really there to get, though. Like all these holes, every single hole you step up to, you're wanting to birdie.
Mm-hmm. Barry Schultz. Pretty looking line here.
Yeah, the Glide Master.
Yeah. A little downhill putt. Doesn't have the backstop Dave and George do. But it's a good look. Jason, it's got a little too much hyzer, Corey.
That's how you know it's a good line, though, when the local's throwing it.
Oh, that's true, huh? That's a solid barometer for your shot selection.
Oof.
Yep. Good bid. Barry coming back down the hill for his 2. What?
The rare miss.
Yeah. See if Dave can get a stroke on him right here. Yeah. They couldn't both miss, you know.
Yeah, didn't you realize we were watching Dave Birdies Them All? Come on.
It's a great show.
This is a yearly tradition.
One of my favorites. A good putt by George as well. Jason making his comebacker. Man, Jason does not look 40, by the way.
I know.
You
I
check
called
his ID?
baloney the second. Yeah, it's like that. Have you seen this movie Benchwarmer? So the guy has the I am 12 ID with like a $20 bill in it. That's what he gave me. It said I am 41 with like just a $20 bill, man. I was like, guys, dude's clearly 40.
Yeah, let's get some carbon dating on that guy. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, alternate birth certificate.
Yeah, exactly.
Danny Almonte situation.
In reverse. Hole 11, par 3. What are we doing, Corey?
You're throwing it uphill a pretty good ways, 342 feet, so a little bit farther than these holes we've been seeing, and it's uphill, so it's a pretty good pump, a little bit more than I have backhand. So These guys are going to be like ripping, I would say, full on distance drivers probably, maybe I don't know, like a Thunderbird if that's what they're throwing. But,
okay, sure.
It's a good pump.
Yeah, Dave parked it. George got pretty close. Barry, it stays clean. That looks really good.
Yeah, perfect. Inside route right there.
Yeah, that'll play. Jason, see what the locals got in store for us. Skip ace. Oh, it could have happened.
It could always happen.
It could always happen. George for the 2. Little amp side chain out there for George. We got Barry gonna drop in the birdie. This is what he does.
Yeah, this is kind of one of those separator holes, right? For anyone at my skill level, it is such a bonus birdie. Like I have a hard time getting it up the hill. But for these guys, it's about as routine as it gets.
Yeah, very true. I'm sure they're getting strokes on the field right here. As Dave drops in another birdie. Gosh, that's 11 out of 10. 10 out of 11? Yeah.
11 out of 10 would be way cooler, but it's 10 out of 11. Yeah.
Barry was on that pace for a couple holes.
He was, I know.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to hold it up.
Yeah.
Set some sort of record.
Yep. There is Dave's 2-stroke lead after he ties Barry on that hole. Jason and George tied at 16 down for third. Hole 12, par 4, Corey.
Yeah, par 4, 543 feet, and this is, honestly, this is a true par 4. It's a good one. The other one was a little soft, but this one is a true 2-shot hole. Okay. You're really trying to throw your first drive up. Ideally, you're by those big pine trees up there, but anywhere up onto that hill, you'll be okay.
Looks like a good drive from Dave.
Yeah, that's right where you want to be, because your second shot, you're kind of throwing it onto this touchy left to right decline. Has a tendency to push them push past it. You know what I mean? Like the disc will slide past the basket.
Oh, sure. Looks like Barry caught a late tree, kind of kicked him out a little early. Oh, Jason put a great spin on this one.
It's perfect. I don't know what he's throwing for those flip-up distance shots, but it's green and it flies so far.
I was back through farther than Dave Feldberg. That's good. Dave throws far.
Tell his grandkids about that one time.
Yeah, absolutely. Once he's old enough to have grandkids. He's clearly not old enough.
Yeah, I know. Once his children in like kindergarten grow up and have kids.
Exactly. It was George with a not great second shot. Here's Barry with his.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was great. Dave looking to keep pace with the Barrys of the world.
Yeah, and I would say you can tell how much of an advantage it is to be up by where Dave is, instead of where Barry was. But it really would serve my point nothing. He threw such a good shot from back there.
Yeah, Barry just threw a great second shot. That was George's third. He's got a little tester for the 4. Jason, after that fantastic drive, throws a pretty decent upshot.
And pretty decent will cut it after a fantastic drive.
Yeah, exactly. George makes a good par save, though. Not super stoked, but it's better than 5.
Definitely. And again, this is another hole you step up and you want a birdie, but there really is no shame in a par on this one. It takes 2 good shots.
Mm-hmm, it does. Dave just doing Dave things, carding another birdie. Jason.
Yeah, admittedly, a bit out of character with this course, I will say. Like, it's a great hole, don't get me wrong, but it does seem oddly out of character for the course, It's like birdie or die, and then one actually kind of tough, techie par 4.
That's true. Jason makes a birdie. Barry with the most nonchalant birdie I've seen in a while. Just barely tossed that thing in. Love it. Dave holding on to 2 strokes over Barry. No easy feat. Hole 13 is coming up, Corey.
Oh gosh, par 3, 355 feet. A lot of folks out here, tons of folks said this is their favorite hole on the course. It's just so fun to throw. It's really over this valley the entire way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just throw something straight. A lot of people were saying that their first ace was on this hole, or a lot of good memories tied up with throwing good shots.
Yeah, that's a good ace. 355. That's legit.
Oh, it is, but it is one of those ones where it kind of carries, so you can throw a comment on it. You know what I mean? It'll carry across the valley.
Sure. George, that one did not flip up for him at all. It's going to be a par. Barry Schultz. Not happy, Corey, but it doesn't look terrible.
Not happy, yeah, but it just glides right over into Birdieville.
Well done. George Smith. Ooh, hook up.
Trying to play that low line, take a glide out of it, but yeah, I just got a little over on it.
I think Dave might not birdie a hole here.
No way, I don't believe. Hey, get back down there.
Wow, you almost got it. A little more on that putt.
He was not okay with that roll away either. He was pretty upset.
Oh man, Dave cracks me up every single time I'm filming him. I don't know what it is.
I know. Ooh,
wow.
Big putt by George.
Huge one. Well
yeah,
done.
Dave is just such a nice guy, though. He really is.
Yeah.
Everybody gets angry, everybody gets upset, but he's so good at keeping it within himself and kind of not letting that affect everybody around him.
Yeah, even when he's like kind of complaining about something, it just cracks me up for some reason. I don't know what it is.
I know.
Like other people can complain when I'm watching a film, like, God, just stop, you're so annoying. But Dave, it just makes me chuckle. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
There's Dave cleaning up the par. He can see he's nonplussed.
No, Dave was like calling out the course maintenance. Like, you gotta clean this tuft of grass up. You can't just have a tuft of grass up here. I mean, it's just a piece of grass.
It's just funny, man. It's just Dave. So gotta love the guy. All right, guys. Again, huge thanks to Innova Champion Disc and the PDGA. Thanks to a lot of friends out there. Hole 14 coming up, par 3, 267.
267, man.
Get
it's
it,
a shorty. Right? You have to get it. It kind of tempts you into throwing 2 lines, or I guess one of 2 lines, obviously.
Yeah.
This short hyzer, that's going to leave you... That's about best case, you know what I mean? You're going to skip a little ways past the basket. Or what George is throwing here, which is obviously more the ace line.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, we were all hoping and praying. Well, at least
man.
I was.
Yeah.
I wasn't competing with him. But...
Ooh, skipping. Or... Oh, wow, that's way short.
Way short. Yeah, so you really are going to end up short and left with that hyzer route, but you're not going to hit any of these early trees or branches.
Huh, interesting. Really some interesting shot selection on this one. Kind of like it. Here is Dave 482.
In outside the circle again.
You knew he was going to get pars 2 holes in a row.
Yep.
Jason, a little bit too much want on that one. Going to take a par. Barry, he's going to make a birdie. Yep.
Yeah, after the par 4 comes a stretch of par 3s that they're all no excusers. You have to get every one of them.
And George dropping in. And Jason will do the same. Well done. Alright, there are the 3 birdies. A lone par from Jason. Dave, 1 stroke over Barry. The guys hanging around. Hole 15, par 3, 266. Where is this basket, Corey?
The basket is actually nicely placed in the center of these clump of trees. You can see it actually gets quite dark once we get up by the pin area, but it turns a short hole into, a nice shot.
Yeah.
You actually have to throw it up there and place it well because there are trees completely surrounding it. So, awkward puttings everywhere.
Gotcha. That was a good look from Barry. A little bit right. George Smith. Looks like that's going to fade early.
Fade early, but, with the 266, as I've mentioned before, it is forgiving. You're going to have a putt regardless. It's just about being parked or not.
Mm-hmm. It looks like Dave's throwing that Sinus.
Honestly, seeing him throw it this weekend, it's the only disc I want to buy right now. Like it flies so. I can't tell if he's just incredibly good or it's the perfect disc. It's one of the two.
Yeah, it might even be both.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's George Smith 482 off that bogey band. Barry Schultz from the other side of the green.
Oof.
Weird. Barry agrees with me. I was like, why didn't that go in? That's weird. I'm Barry Schultz.
Yeah, he was befuddled on that one.
Yeah. Dave's going to get a stroke on Barry right here, which did not expect.
No,
those
certainly
drives.
not on a hole like this, yeah.
Yeah. Jason cleans up. George will do the same. That 3
Oh, man, I
pars?
forgot to mention. Yeah, you see these nice red bands. These are brand new baskets. Everybody was kind of bragging about them when I got there, and all I could say is, next time I'm home, my course is going to have beautiful brand new baskets too. It's great.
It's true. We saw him in Safari. Hole 16, par 3. It's short, but looks touchy, Corey.
It really is. It drops off very quickly after it downslope off the tee, but after this initial, it drops quickly.
Yeah. Dave going... Is that another Sinus?
Some sort of putter. I'm not sure exactly on that one.
Yeah.
The root's kind of the only saving grace down there. If you can throw it and get caught up by the roots, it should hold you a little bit. But the rollaway potential is obviously real as well.
Yeah. There is Barry. He's gonna have a putt. George Smith.
Yes, there we go.
Wow. That was tight. And
Yeah, about as tight as you could take it.
yeah, it worked out very well. Jason, a little bit of a scary putt here for 2. He's a smart man.
That's called tournament golf, even though he's never played tournaments really. 2 tournaments a year, but it's about as safe as it gets.
He knows how to score, put it that way.
Yeah.
Barry also knows how to score by making great putts all day. We're going to keep pace with this guy right here who's about to cut another 2.
He's got that look in his eye.
Yeah. Dave is killing it.
I believe he has the course record from Worlds a few years back. I might have been when Barry won, but I believe he had the course record at 43. I believe.
On a 56?
I think it was 42 or 43 on a par 56. So at this point, he is kind of on pace, flirting with being able to get that. So he's locked in.
Yeah, he sure is. Got 2 holes left. He's already 14 down on the round. Unreal. Hole 17 is up next, Corey.
Yeah, par 3, 300 feet, staring at you right in the face. Really, it's just an insult if you don't get it. It sets up great for my sidearm, but if you're playing it backhand, you can't really miss as long as you're throwing straight.
And I want to throw a backhand roller on this one bad. I think it would play.
Man, just one of the classic ill-advised backhand rollers.
Absolutely. It's my signature, man.
It's asking for it. It really is.
It really is. Barry Schultz is up next. What a beautiful turnover, as Barry does just constantly.
Ooh, almost went in.
It did. Needed a couple more feet of elevation, but had the perfect line. George Smith going to PB it over there.
Just leaving it a little bit straight, but again, a 40-footer is what you're punished with.
Yeah. Jason. Ooh, it's hooking up nicely. Let's give up the hill.
That was nice. I don't know what that was, but that was saucy.
Yeah, had some cool action on it. Here's George Smith. Looks like just outside the circle. Yep. Getting familiar with that bogey band again. Jason does not, though. Carding a nice 2. Dave, what? Did you go long here?
He did go long. I mean, it's 300 feet, so it's not difficult to go long, but...
Yeah. He did it, and he comes back and makes
a comeback.
birdie. Barry Schultz going to keep pace with Dave. His 2. And George with the lone par on this one.
Yeah, definitely losing strokes on, a majority of the competing field.
Yep.
But, 8 down through the round, nothing to scoff at. Definitely not playing yourself out of it at this point.
Yeah, not at all. He's actually tied with Jason right now, and Dave has the lead on Barry. Hole 18 coming up, Corey.
Yeah, 382 feet. This is a genuinely good disc golf hole. Like, it is a tough shot, and you gotta hit a good putt. You're throwing low turnover as these guys shake hands and kind of... God, it was just such good juju. It was early in the morning, not a huge gallery, but enough to put some juice in the air.
Nice, man. Oh, Dave might be carding a par here. See what Barry can do. Might get a stroke on him here in the last hole.
Yeah, he's sitting 15 down, so I think if he pars, he'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. Jason.
Oof.
This guy is throwing some great shots today, Corey.
He's a good disc golfer, man. There's a reason that he shot 10 down at Pickard, man. He can throw good shots.
Yeah, it helps being like 25 playing in the Masters division too,
That does help, to be an age bagger.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
George Smith put a pretty good toss on that one. Finishes pin high left. We got Feldy hit an early tree. He's gonna have to settle for the par. Putting that scene is pretty close.
Yeah,
Okay.
par's not a bad score in this one though. I mean, really, it's a great 2.
God, Barry never misses by much, even when he's very far away. George with a good birdie. Jason, hopefully going to do the same thing. Buddy.
Boom. That's a feel good too, man. Again, to end your round, that's how you want it to go.
Yeah. Great showing. I'm sure it's his first time on camera, and no camera jitters to be found from that guy.
Exactly. I think what it was is like he might be like 39 or 40 or right on the edge, and so he always plays like 2 tournaments a year, like the Des Moines Challenge, and the U.S. Masters just happened to be the year he kind of turned to Masters age, happened to be in his backyard. He'd be a fool not to play it type of thing.
Totally. And definitely not making a fool of himself at all with that showing. 10 down on the round.
Yeah, getting to double digits. That's nothing to scoff at.
He's only 4 back of Barry Schultz, 6 back of Dave, who's got a 2-stroke lead going into round 3, Corey. And we got a fun league card coming up.
Exactly. I mean, anyone that was looking at the PDGA, ratings for the tournament was really looking forward to the battle between the three, let's say the three top dogs as far as ratings, and we got them all on the lead card. Really excited to see them battle at Ewing, which, of course, is no joke, man. It's tough. First few holes through the woods, last few holes wide open bombers. It's good golf.
Cool. Well, that should be a